Pardon me, brother.
Pardon me.
Welcome to another fast flash episode of Pardon Me, Brother.
Thank you.
I am one of your co-hosts. We have Jim as our other co-host, and we have a special guest today that's here hanging out with us. And it's on a special day because it's her 2-4 day. 2-4 for Sammy J.
Birthday. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. That was for me, not for you.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I guess we'll start off with finding out how your birthday is going today. Anything special happened to you today? You had to work and stuff, or what happened today?
No, I actually called off work today.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
What
Happy
the hell
birthday.
is wrong with you?
Yeah, well, that didn't work out really good.
What the hell is wrong with you?
That's better.
I actually have some extra earned time off, so I just decided to clock in that money and not work today because nursing school's been a lot. So
Yeah.
Right.
That's
I just
fine.
wanted the day to just clean the house and catch up on homework and stuff. So
It's okay. We all do it.
yeah, I haven't called off in a long, long time. So I'm sure my bosses love it. Sorry if you're listening.
Probably not. We have two dedicated viewers, right, Jim? So
I don't know. It might be one now.
Might be one. Oh, God. Probably is. We lost somebody. So I have a question for you there, Big J.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me about that thing on your head. What is up with that hat? Because I dig it.
Oh, yeah.
This is actually Jared's hat, and he gave it to me because he liked how it looked on me.
It does look good on you.
Yeah.
Is there a story or anything that goes with that hat, or does it just come with a cup of soup?
No, if Jared were here, we could ask him. I think we saw it somewhere, and he asked me to buy it for him, and I did. And then he wore it like 2 or 3 times, and he gave it to me.
So that was the end of it? That's
Really
all right.
not a big story.
That's okay.
Jared might remember more about it than I do.
Well, that's okay.
It does say something on the side, though.
What's it say?
I don't know. Can you read it?
I cannot. I need to see it better. South Pole? It does say South Pole.
It looks like it does.
But it doesn't. What does it really say,
does it
Sam? Yeah, give it to the kid with the good eyes.
South side.
I think it does say South Pole. Yeah.
South Pole.
South
Yeah.
Pole, South Side, South Pole.
South Pole.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty cool. If we go to camera 1 with me, I'm
You're not
hatless.
wearing a hat.
Yeah, so I've kind of failed
What's
miserably.
that shirt you're wearing?
It's that's what that is. But I did have a little birthday surprise that I thought we could do a little stroll down memory lane. Oh, look at who it is. It's Abby coming with my refreshments. Thanks, baby. Love it. Awesome.
Thank you, Abby.
Abby's the best. So this is how we pour drinks on the PMB.
A little ASMR.
Now I gotta pee.
Can we take a bathroom break real quick, please?
I'm such a loser. You can throw them away. It's all right. The thing I got going on here that I thought was kind of fun that I thought we would do is I'm going to show you, if we pay attention here to the big screen, I'm going to put something on the screen here, and I just want Sam to give me a very short, maybe a 1-sentence, 2-sentence rendition of what she remembers from this. Okay? So we're going to try this out and see what she thinks about this. What do you got here?
Oh.
Oh, wow.
I remember being really
wow.
scared to get on top of Justin and Jess. I remember that. Yeah, it was like,
Well, that was a Christmas Eve.
yes.
Yeah.
I remember all of us were very sweaty.
Can I get
'cause
Abby back
Sarah
in
and
here
I
to see
always
that?
get all
Oh.
sweaty.
Look at that.
My Guitar Hero. I loved that game. I still love that game.
You were very good at it, I'll
Yeah,
give you that.
it's my fave. Oh yeah, Arizona.
Arizona with Uncle Joe and his classic
That was a fun trip.
sneaky
That
flip
was
you
the-
off in the picture. He did that all the time.
Was he flipping you off or me
He's
off?
flipping off the camera. He's flipping off everyone that would ever look at the photo. Because he's a Duffy and he's Irish, and they think that stuff is funny.
He was a cool guy.
And it is funny. Look at
Oh
this
my.
one. It's only fitting to
Yeah.
have a half-naked picture with a dog.
Aw,
But who's the puppy?
Katana.
That's our little girl. Yeah. Haven't seen her for a minute. Oh, this is a little video. Oh, well, that was really a bad video. Okay, okay, here you go. This is the picture here. Remember this one? Mom's sleeping.
I'm trying to remember what that was from. Was that in Wisconsin when we went to their wedding?
It might be. It might be. I know that we were laying on the bed in the
Oh
hotel.
no, that's from Tennessee, I think, because I've got those turquoise glasses, those sunglasses.
Oh, okay. All right.
I think. Hey.
This is when
I was working on Will's car.
we were working on Will's car, but also I was obviously working on the garage and putting the cabinets in.
Yeah.
So that's what that was all about. Those were the old kitchen cabinets, obviously. Oh, we know what this is.
Gretchen and Zach's wedding.
Yeah. There's Uncle George. We got to have him on the podcast too, Jim.
Yeah.
Get Uncle George on here. Oh, here we go.
That was Tennessee for sure.
Yeah. That's the
That was
Smoky
fun.
Mountains. It's kind of a bad picture on here. It doesn't come out very well, does it? Oh, come on. You can do it. There we go. Look at this one. Who are these little kids?
Oh boy.
They are not.
I don't think I've ever seen this photo.
They are not so
Oh,
little
look
anymore.
at Sam.
My gosh.
Oh, what a
Amelia
cutie.
Earhart haircut there.
Do you remember this at all, Sam?
No.
Wow.
No, I don't.
Well, at least you know the people. You know this one.
I still don't understand why I didn't put my arm around the mouse. I don't know if I was afraid of it or what was going on.
You said it was something to do with diseases. Look at here. At my work. You know who that is? It's Larry.
There, yeah.
Yeah. You guys all both came over to visit. That was an unplanned visit for both of you, and you both showed up at the same time.
Oh wow.
It was really wild. Yeah, it was really wild. Oh, remember this one. This is another birthday. Remember this? This was at Olive Garden.
I think that was my 20th.
Yeah. Abby was drinking alcohol too.
Yeah.
This was kind of a very special event here. There's this was we're obviously at Dave and Buster's. Jared showed up that night, remember? We're all playing games and stuff. That also is the same evening that I got a phone call from a guy named Bob in Cleveland about one blue Super B.
Really?
That's when he called me, and that's the story. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
When he says, you need to make me an offer now. And I went, Bob, what's going on? Yeah, that's another story. Oh. Photo bomb. Where was this taken at? Is this Traverse City? No. No, it's not Traverse City.
I think it was Tennessee because you're still wearing that orange shirt.
Yeah, I'd wear it all the time.
I don't know.
Look here. You and your bro. This is up in Midland with Uncle Mark. He's pulling you on the boat. Remember that? I found a video, by the way, the other day, Sam, of you learning how to water ski.
Oh yeah, I love that video. Getting on the long route
Where was this taken?
at Five Guys.
Yeah, Five Guys.
Wow, Captain Obvious.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to remember. I know it was on our Seattle back home road trip,
Yes,
but
it
I don't
was.
know
Wyoming.
Wyoming. Yeah, I didn't know the exact location.
Bum, 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 bum,
Mount
bum.
Rushmore. That
Bucket
was
list.
cool.
That was a really cool deal. That was a very impromptu. Hey, guess what? We're close by. What?
I'm really glad
Mount
though that
Rushmore.
we went when I guess I was a little older. I think you have more of appreciation for it.
You know what's really weird, Jim? Your cutlass is not up there.
Yeah, where'd it go?
I don't know. Oh, that's great. I love it. Okay, what else we got? Oh, here we go.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
Kitchen was just getting put in.
just, yeah, what a mess that was, huh? Mm-hmm. But it was getting better. It was getting there. Uh-oh. You know what this was?
Justin's wedding.
Yeah. Yeah. I look a little odd right there. I look like I'm constipated or something.
Was that before you did?
That was
like the-
after. That was
I was like,
after
you
the-
look nervous, but I don't know why.
Look. What the hell is wrong with me, loser? God, what the hell is wrong with you? Hulk, help me out. What's wrong with me?
What the hell is wrong with you?
Yeah. This is going to be another one of those pictures that just freaks out. Like, that's all it was. I don't know why I did that. There we go. There's the actual picture.
What is Tyler wearing?
Oh,
That is
his
suit or-
Christmas suit.
That's
Is
his
that a
Christmas
suit?
Santa suit. Yep, that's a Santa suit that's got matching jacket and pants.
It looks like a dress the way he's wearing it right there. Like there's no top. What's
Well,
the
his
deal
hair
with
was
the
so
front of it?
long we weren't sure what he was trying to do at that point.
Wow.
And then look at this one.
Ew.
And this is not that long ago because look at the kitchen behind you. You know, that's the new kitchen. So that was,
I think that was on Abby's B-Day or
that
something.
could be, it was a karaoke night. I know you guys were singing karaoke in there.
I'm sure they were so happy you took that photo.
He takes the best pictures, like, for himself, but with other people, it's just awful. Awful.
Gru! The moon!
Oh, yeah. That was one I think we saw Wonder Woman.
Yep.
And that was there.
Yeah, that was for the new Gru movie. Oh, that's a story, huh?
Oh, yeah. We went to, that was Puerto Rico, right?
Yep. How old were you then? Because you were
17 at
You were
the
17
time, yeah.
and they let you drink. That's an actual Puerto Rican.
That was strong, too. I went back
Pina
to the
colada.
cabin and knocked out.
You're like, dude, I gotta lay down.
I said, I'm going to take a nap. Dad's like, all right, we're going to
Speaking
the
of
pool.
which, that trip, there we go. That's when your dad was actually in shape.
Both of us. Or I was starting to get in shape then.
Yeah. Abby had a blast. Oh, we all did. There's Harley.
Harley.
Look at the Bugs Bunny pajamas. Harley had one brown eye and one blue eye.
God, that's when I was in shape.
Yeah, that was
Yeah, that's
prom, baby. I
My
don't-
shoulder definition there.
I don't know if you ever had. You actually have more shoulder definition now. You're just bigger. I mean, you have more muscle mass now than
Yeah.
you did then. There, you're just trim. Oh, remember this? Mm-hmm. I think I'm wearing the same sweatshirt right now.
That's
Not
at my award ceremony. For,
Is that the same one?
I think it is.
I think I need to get some more clothes.
Whoops.
It's kind of embarrassing. Here's graduation, right?
yeah.
I'm wearing the same sweatshirt there too. Look at that.
Fun fact, Will sat on those sunglasses and broke them. I don't have them anymore. Those were like my favorite.
Son of a.
It's okay. You can say he's sleeping.
Look at this. Is that the same hat? Is that your hat?
No, it's close.
Dude, it looks like the
is
same hat.
It's close. Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, it is the hat.
Sam, pick up that hat. Put
That's
that,
at
put that
Jared's
hat on.
graduation.
Let's see what that looks like.
That's at Jared's graduation. You're right. It is
same
that
hat.
hat.
What?
She took it off Jared's head because Jared was wearing it. At least you were making your face on purpose, Sam.
Wow.
Yeah, mine came really
Yeah, just-
natural and it was
that's the
really
constipated
kind of
look,
sick.
yeah.
It was
Yeah.
really kind of gross. You guys
Your dad was
are-
trying to look cool, rocking out, and he looked more like he was constipated.
Oh, so bad.
You should see his cruise
So
pictures. They
bad.
look really good. He looks like he could be in the catalog for like a fun time at the
Yes, he
cruise.
photoshopped on him.
How you doing?
Paid extra $50.
How you doing?
You know why it took so long to see those? You know, he was working on them day and night.
I
Now
got-
he's doing this podcast. He's not got time to Photoshop his photos anymore. So
I do that first.
yeah,
So Jim, what's going on with you, man? What's going on in your world? What's happening with
so
you,
Sunday, 4 days ago.
brother? Yeah. Did you watch? You watch all the updated
I've been watching all the
part threes?
podcasts that you keep updating. You know, one every 2 days.
Well, it's just the last part.
He's photo editing. That's what it is.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I watched the whole last part.
What did you feel about when I put them all together? See, what I do is I do the part 1, part 2, part 3, whatever, right? So I separate those up. Once I do that, now they're kind of completed and done. So then I can put part 1 on an editing platform, put 2 right behind it, and just do a couple quick takes with it, and then it's really super fast that way.
Right.
So once I got through 3, which was 40 minutes, does that sound about right?
Yeah.
And I put them all together, an hour and 44 minutes in duration, dude. That's a
I know.
long deal. That was
it
a long
wasn't
night.
complete.
wasn't even close.
Because we're actually missing the original first part.
It's not even in the same vicinity
Nope.
as complete. Because you were playing around with the electronics. That's what I'm telling everybody.
Okay, yeah.
It's not
That's
true.
what I did.
It's not true.
Yeah, I think it was all you.
Save me, Sam.
What am I gonna do?
Help me! We're kind of rocking out to the Christmas music. If anybody listening isn't aware, it's actually Sam's birthday, which is 11/17. It's not even December yet.
Nope.
So what the hell is wrong with her, Hulk?
What the hell is wrong with you?
Got Christmas music playing now, but that's okay. We're setting up for Christmas, so it's a good thing. It's
I have
okay.
a question for Sam. Why you got the camera on her? Oh, you can turn it off and put it back on.
Put it on Uncle Jim.
Sorry.
No, so what do you think of the podcast? What have you listened to so far?
Ooh, good question.
I'm an avid follower, so I'm all caught up.
Our
actually.
one. She's the one.
You're our
Yes.
subscriber?
You're
I
our
am, yeah.
Wow.
No, I like it. I thought it was really cool when Dad kind of like, shipped me the idea and told me about it. And,
Yeah.
you guys always have conversations all the time, and I always thought like maybe it should be recorded,
Right.
because especially with your contagious laugh, I think that's what I watch really the videos for.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, I just listen to it actually like when I'm getting ready for school or on the drive, and sometimes if I get anxiety or anything with testing, it's kind of nice just to listen to familiar voices, and I like hearing the stories about
Let me ask you, Sam, real
cars.
quick. Is there a specific one that you liked the most? Was it, the car one, or the one where, well, you haven't heard the one with the guys yet, or maybe it was the one where we talked about the different generations, a little bit of a comparison between them. What did you think there?
I liked the cars one a lot. I liked hearing about your guys' different stories with them. I like the generations one a lot too, because I felt like you listed both kind of pros and cons and didn't, walk all over our generation and put us down. Because, there's differences. There's going to be in any generation,
Absolutely.
But,
Absolutely. Well, that's the point. It wasn't the fact we weren't
Yeah.
trying to say one's better than the other.
Yeah.
Just what's the differences, and
Right.
and how does one generation deal with something that another generation hasn't had to? With the whole cell phone thing. It's just.
Yeah, I thought
So
that
what
was
are
pretty
what's
cool.
your thoughts on that question
I love my brother.
with kids? If you ever have kids, and what's your thought about social media and tablets and phones for them?
Gosh, that's
Hi, Debbie.
a
How
hard
you want to handle
That's a
that?
hard question. I feel like I would definitely monitor things. I don't think I'd give them full control over everything, because I think kids grow up too fast.
Right?
I felt like
Yeah.
I did a lot. But it was newer when,
Did you like the idea of taking no phones for dinner or something
Absolutely,
like that, or
yeah.
maybe having a night of the week where the whole family doesn't have phones and
I think family structure is definitely important, especially in
Absolutely.
a kid's, childhood and developmental and all of that. And especially since I'm learning about it in school, it's very, very important mentally. So
What about, Sam, when you were growing up in that, sometimes we would do a family fun night. So, you could do, once a week or, over the weekend or something, say, hey, every Saturday, especially when the kids are little, it's not a cell, or we're not doing movies, we're not doing this, we're not doing that. We're going to do something together as a family unit that, whether it be a board game or, we used to make up those games and stuff that we would do here and do the family fun nights with the questions, the Q&A stuff, and that was always kind of fun. So maybe that's something that you could incorporate. What do you think about that?
yeah, I definitely would like to do that. Because you can definitely tell with kids that they're not involved in their family and those that are.
Yeah,
sure.
And I think it also reflects on your relationships too, whether it's significant other or how you treat other people, You don't have those
Well-
social skills or...
look at Will when you first started bringing him around, and he was in awe of some of the things you guys did.
Oh,
with
that's
the
one of his
family,
biggest complaints, is that he doesn't do family
the stuff you guys used, and he was like, "Wow, you do this together."
It's
Yeah.
definitely different. His family just doesn't do some of the things we do. They don't really get together a lot for Christmas or Thanksgiving, and
Wow.
so he's kind of getting to see some of the aspects in his life that he doesn't get to experience, which is kind of cool.
I was trying to put the
Are you
camera
trying
on
to get
Will.
Will? He is out.
He's
Yeah, he's really tired.
he's a
Poor guy.
sleepy boy. He's a sleepy boy. Yeah. No, it's
What'd you like about the Cars podcast? What you said some of the stories. Like, what story in particular are you thinking of?
Well, I really liked the story of the Wrangler, and like learn about my mom and dad, which was really cool to hear about, because you don't really get to hear many stories when your parents are divorced. So that was a cool aspect to hear about that. I never heard that story. So
Yeah.
and I always wanted to own a Jeep Wrangler, so a little jealous there.
That was the drive-in movie
Yeah,
story?
I thought that was cool.
yeah.
Yes.
I'm
Yeah.
obsessed with Jeep Wranglers, as Dad.
Just a little bit.
A little bit.
Just a little bit.
But yeah, I liked that, and then I liked the racing story. That was cool. I'm surprised, Dad, you didn't talk about the throwing the cheese puff
Oh,
when you guys were racing. I was
Well-
waiting to hear that.
just like your gift today. Don't think I didn't do something with that, because it's
coming.
It's
Comment.
It's coming. Episode 3, baby. Stay tuned and listen.
Story
up on that.
did make its way out.
It did, of course. We needed Larry here because he was a direct component of that. So, Jim, why don't you? What was your opinion, I guess, Jim, of episode 3, having the guys here? How do you think that they dealt with doing the podcast, and how do you think they felt about it?
Oh, I think they loved it. They seemed so excited. Well, Larry was, the week for episode 2, we called Larry. Our listeners can get to hear that. We lost that footage, but he just seemed to love it then. Mm-hmm. But they were so geeked to be here and on the air. They really had a blast.
Yeah,
I mean,
so, too.
we could have talked all night, the 4 of us.
Yeah. Well,
it was
there's
really
been
good.
many situations like Jim and I always kind of revert back to this when we talk about, okay, we sit down for the podcast. We can talk for an hour, 2 hours with 30-minute breaks and stuff like that, and then we get done, we stop, we put everything away, and we talk for another hour and a half. Mm-hmm. And then Jim keeps looking at me and goes, we just wasted another podcast right there. The whole thing we just talked about was a podcast. And I just think that's really kind of funny. But
Well, if Sam, you saw the Bandit. Did you see the Bandit cast that we did? That was exactly what that was. We had done our first episode and recorded, and then we stopped and recorded some more, and then we were done, and we sat around talking for, 40, 50 minutes, and I said, hey, let's get back on the mics.
yeah,
And I took his seat, was running the controls for a little while just to
Yeah.
see what it was like, and he went out and posted it,
Oh wow!
and we were just kind of messing around.
yeah, very
But
organic,
it was very organic.
very organic. But it
Which
worked out
is-
really good.
Which is the whole idea of this. I mean,
Yeah.
we do try to come up with some ideas and, keep things flowing, but it's for the most part, it is pretty organic.
Yeah. I think we have some guidelines that we kind of follow. We usually have a sheet of some sort that we kind of say, okay, here's topic 1, 2, 3, 4 that we make sure we touch on so we
Yeah.
don't forget. And we keep reverting back and going back to it. We turn the car around, so to speak, and go back and hit it. But we allow a lot of room for,
Yeah.
alterations, if you will,
Yeah.
and to do that. But no, I had a great time with Jim talking about the cars and that. And the funny thing is, Sam, that when you do these kind of conversations, and I know you and Tyler are the same way. You guys remember one specific memory, that you're talking about, and then after you get done, you're driving home, or you're alone, and Tyler goes home, or you go home, and you go, oh yeah, I remember the other thing that was with that, and oh, there's a third thing, and oh, there's a fourth thing. And it always spawns into these different, that's where the organic part of it is, it just goes off like that. So Jim and I usually just allow each other the freedom to just continue to, go down that road. Because a lot of times that's the best conversations, is when you go off
Right.
track. And then the guideline, like I said, it gives us the ability to come back and go back around it. But, it's been a good time. I've enjoyed myself.
Yeah. And because like you said, you've been around for conversations that we've had at the table, just
Oh yeah.
and you just take it all in, listening to us,
Oh,
and we
yeah.
just keep going on and on and on, and why not record it?
Well, how many times, Sam, do you remember as a child, Uncle Jimmy come over or whatever, and we're sitting there for dinner, and you kids would always go, Dad, tell us another story about you and Uncle Jimmy.
Absolutely.
I remember that. Do you remember that? And that you'd always ask about that and say, oh, tell me this story. What happened to here? And then we told you the story about the apples that we've never got to.
No, we
And,
will.
and then some other stories that,
Oh, the story about the cop and the racing. I I don't know if
Yeah.
you're bringing that up in the next podcast. I don't want to spoil anything.
Possibly we'll be doing that. I don't know why that camera keeps freezing up on us.
freezing a
You guys
lot
are
today.
really good storytellers, though. That's
Well, it's funny though because everything that we're telling you, to our best of our recollection, is it's all true. I'm sure some of the details, because of our ages now, have went, oh yeah, well that fish was 6 inches long. No, it wasn't. It was 8 inches long. No, it was probably 4. But it's okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's kind of funny that way. But why don't we do this since it's getting so close to the season?
Okay.
We got Christmas coming. I want to ask Sam, what is the first positive Christmas memory? Not necessarily in the timeline, but maybe the biggest memory that when you think about Christmas and you think about your childhood with Christmas, what's one of the main things that kind of stands out that we used to do that you just always go back and say, I love that about Christmas?
oh gosh, that was one thing.
Just anything. Just pick one.
I really liked having the coordinated wrapping paper with the big lettering. That was probably my favorite because you always know it was from Santa.
Right.
And then I always liked going in and waking Dad up because he would always say, Happy Hanukkah or Happy Valentine's Day.
Of course he would.
Yeah, we talked about that the other night.
That was probably my favorite thing, was going in and waking Dad up. And, Dad was already awake, but he was
Yeah.
pretending.
For at least an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was more excited than you kids were,
yeah.
for you to come down. There's Abby and I were talking about that with Mom the other night, and we were talking about that, and she brought that up, and we were just joking. I said, I remember this one year, okay, Sam comes in and goes, Dad, listen, it's Christmas. It's not Halloween. It's not Hanukkah. It's not Valentine's Day. It's not, not your birthday.
I had the routine down.
She went through everything, and I sat there so intently listening until I figured out the one holiday that she didn't mention, and then I hit it with that one.
Was it Kwanzaa? I think it was Kwanzaa.
I said
Kwanzaa?
I said Happy Kwanzaa, and she went, I've had enough. Forget it. And then she gets so upset. But we talked about it. I got to tell you that is a Grandpa Missin special. He did that to us.
Oh, really?
And that's where I got that from. Is our dad, Jim Missin. He did that to me
great.
for years with Cindy and Jim as well. When Jim was over, if we were getting up early for Christmas Eve morning or whatever.
But do you remember the conversation, Grant, we just had the other night about Christmas? We were just talking, you, me, and Deb. And I think we were talking to Nathan about it. Conversation we had.
Refresh my memory.
I don't want to say too much. I don't know what Sam knows and doesn't know.
Oh, God.
I was just wondering if Sam knows what we were talking about the other night. You don't remember the conversation we had? Something you did to the kids that probably wasn't very nice.
Something that I did to the kids.
There's too many stories.
Something I did to the kids. Sam, is there something I ever did to you that wasn't very nice?
Involving Christmas? Can you think of anything?
Oh, involving Christmas?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. When I really wanted Justin Bieber tickets.
Yeah. I think I remember this.
And
And what happened?
I just really wanted them. And Tyler opened up his gifts, and he opened up the second gift that he had, and it was tickets to WrestleMania.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought in my head, okay, I've got to be next. And then I got a calendar of Bieber, I think. And I was like, okay. And which I'm grateful for the gift. It wasn't that, I just was kind of disappointed.
Yeah, you were.
And then, Dad's like, okay, that's it. And I'm like, are you serious? Like, I'm not going to get these tickets. I was so disappointed. And then, I, started to walk back upstairs and gather my stuff up. And Dad's like, oh, I found something behind the speaker. And then it was the tickets. And I screamed. I was so happy. But, yeah, that was definitely a kind of heartbreaking moment for me.
Yeah, heartbreaking because you got to go see the Biebs.
It was heartbreaking because I thought I wasn't going to see him.
You poor thing.
But, yeah.
Anything you can think of that has to do with the tree? Christmas tree?
Oh, I know what you're talking about now.
Oh, like the tree lighting up by itself?
Oh, yeah.
That one? Oh yeah,
When you guys patted me down like a military exercise.
What happened exactly?
Well, we used to go up onto the balcony upstairs, and we would say, good morning, Santa, or good night, Santa, and it would turn the tree on when we'd say good morning, and it would turn it off when we'd say good night. And in the morning, Dad would stand downstairs, and we would say, good morning, Santa, and then the tree would light up. And Tyler and I started to suspect that Dad was turning it on and off.
Okay.
What?
And so we, made Dad, pat himself down, and we had Mom come in and do the same thing. And I think Dad just handed Mom the remote at that point. Because he would go into the bedroom, and he's like, I don't have anything. And then we're like, walk back out here. And yeah, but we never could figure it out until Dad's like, yeah, I just handed Mom the remote. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Makes
But
for
it
good
would have
memory,
ruined the
though.
magic, if we would have known. So, but yeah, it was definitely
Eventually
fun.
you figure it out.
Yeah, eventually you're like, why didn't I
Well,
think
you
of
just
that?
get to be so suspicious of it for so long,
I can tell you, Sam, as far as the camping trips we've been on, we
Oh, God,
we
that's a
had
whole
Tyler
podcast.
going, and
That's
Yeah.
a whole podcast with Tyler right there.
he was.
Oh, I heard
he
all
bought
the
a hook, line, and
stories.
sinker. He was 16 years old. And he's
He was
still believing in
With
it.
the notes and stuff you guys did. Oh my gosh. My mom and I would
It's great.
laugh.
It's great.
she froze
Froze
up
again.
I'll tell you what, though. Jim's absolutely right. Tyler was 15, 16 years old. And he was legitimately ticked off because he was trying so hard to debunk everything. And I mean, it was like Mythbusters for this guy.
Yeah.
He was going to every extreme that he could get. And it got to the point where he was trying to follow us around. So we'd send out dummies, usually us. Like Jim and I
Yeah.
would go and do something because we knew Tyler was going to follow us, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we'd have our accomplices take care of business, and that's how that all worked out. But yeah, he was very. And then of course later he's like, I know what you're doing, but I don't know how you're doing. I don't know how you're doing it.
We'd go the next year, and then we'd have Tyler tell the story of what happened. What happened about this letter you got in the mail and all that. And he just, oh my God! And he
Yeah.
the whole thing with the letter thing is it. He kind of half bought it, but then when he found out Lake got the exact same letter,
He's like,
He's like,
freaked.
oh yeah.
he
Totally
believes in that
out.
stuff, though. He believes in, like, the ghosts. We go ghost hunting at the
Yeah.
cemetery all the time. It's fun.
oh yeah,
I don't know if any of it's real or not, but it's fun to do. I mean, kind of
Oh, yeah.
eerie at nighttime going with
is.
the
Yeah.
recorder, but
it
yeah.
is fun.
Well, Tyler used to have, and I think we got it for him over here. Maybe I can't remember. Maybe he bought it on his own or whatever. But he had this like all gold knife, pocket knife.
Yeah,
Remember that?
yeah.
So he brought it with us when we went camping, and I made sure of it. Actually, I told him I should make sure you bring that. So he brought it, and then I told him I said I want you to put it in the door of the car. Right? That's where it's got to stay. Is in the door of the car. I don't want you to bring it up. He says okay. So then I tell Jim about it, and I think he sent Zach or somebody or Jared, somebody, but he sent him over to the car for them to take it, right? Mm-hmm. So then we tell all the story and everything, and then as we're telling the story around the big campfire, there's all these people, right? And Tyler's telling the story, then we say, hey, Tyler, go get the knife and go get the letter, right? He comes back running from the car. It's gone. It's all gone. Dad, my knife is gone, and the letter's gone, and everything's gone. So then I pull like an Academy Award winning, I'm mad now. Tyler, knock it off. Stop goofing around. You're going to scare these little kids. And I'm like, ask Jim. I was giving it to him, Academy Award winning performance, and he was like convinced that I was so mad at him. And then, Jim, tell him what did you do with the knife?
Well,
Where did he find the knife?
well, first of all, we used his knife because we went down to the trailer where we went, and we had all the names of all the children that were camping with us, and we carved all their names into the wood paneling on the wall.
Oh my
It's an
gosh.
abandoned trailer
And we took the knife and we stuck it right in Tyler's name
in the wall.
in the wall, and then we took the letter and we stuck it inside the mailbox outside, and we put up the little red flag, like there was mail.
Oh my gosh, that's
And
that's
so when we
creative.
went out that night, we get there, and I'm like, look at the mailbox. I go, it looks like like there's mail. I go, I'm going to go check it out. And I walked over to it, and it opened. As everybody's looking at it. I wasn't even close to it yet, and it just opened, and everybody went, ah!
Oh my god.
yeah.
So I walked over and they go, is there some line hooked up to it? How did it open? I'm like, nope. And I reached in there and I pull out his letter. I go, Tyler, it's your letter.
Oh, yeah.
He's like,
He's freaking out.
And then we went, and it wasn't too long after that, we walked in and saw his knife. And he goes, there's my knife. I go, Tyler, your knife, go get it.
No.
Hell no.
Oh, he ain't touching it.
No.
I
no.
am not going
No.
in there.
No. No.
Funny.
No. Hell no.
But we had everything rigged. We had the mailbox rigged the whole time, and we had it all ready to go. So when it happened to Tyler, he was absolutely freaking out. It was like a Hollywood production with special effects.
And that was the year after the rocket.
Yes.
That's a whole nother story.
Yeah, that's a whole nother story. We're going to have to do a camping podcast.
Yes, we will. Oh, we will.
You know, we definitely got to
fun.
do that camping podcast because that would be good. That'd be really good. But yeah, Tyler was totally freaked out. He was totally wigged out.
Yeah.
And but I just thought that was so funny because I just was Sam. It was like you would have if you were there, you would have thought that I was really mad because I mean I put it on thick. And then Tyler's like, you know, like he doesn't know what to say because he's in total confusion. And then when he finds his knife stuck in the wall and then notices that it's stuck into his name,
Wow.
I thought he was going to urinate all over the floor. We had him so scared.
Yeah, he was.
It was a
shaking.
great camping trip. Great
was
camping
shaking.
trip. And of course, all he ever says now after that is like, "Well, I want to go back. I wish the trailer was still. They got rid of all this stuff. You know, they took it all away. So kind of the fun part was gone, and we couldn't do that anymore.
That's sad.
Had to find new things to do.
Yep, we done.
New memories.
More new things. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you know the story, Sam, behind the letter, but the letter was mailed from Jonesville, Michigan.
Which is
So
where the
it
campsite
had the return address. Well, not the stamp that the post office stamps out when they mailed it, which is where the campsite was. And Tyler was like, it came from Michigan. Your dad and I drove up there.
We went up there in the winter.
You guys are committed.
Yeah, we went up there and we went to the dollar store and bought the cards, saw some cards and bought the letters to
Yeah.
throw inside, and we just wrote them up right there and threw them in the mailbox.
Wow.
You know those, Sam, when you buy like from a party store, they have those like little container, like plastic
Yeah.
things of confetti that you put in a card
Yeah.
like, for birthday. Well, they had a bunch of them that had all kinds of letters of the alphabet, the whole alphabet.
Yeah.
So Jim and I went in there and we pulled out Tyler and threw it inside of his letter, but crumbled them up a little bit first
Yeah.
and stepped on them so they look like they're all
How do you guys think of all this stuff?
because we're demented. So we did that and threw them and did the same thing with Lake, of
Like
course. But she
serial
knew
killer
that.
vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And then we mail it from there. So then that way it actually has the return address, obviously, of the campsite.
And your dad called Larry with Tyler when we got
Yeah.
the letter to tell Larry about this letter. See, was there anything the police can do about this?
Yeah.
Of course, Dad.
We were committed.
Larry knew the phone call was coming.
What?
Very
Anytime
committed.
Dad
Very
like
committed.
threatened the law, it was always Larry.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was my inside
Your
guy.
go-to, man.
My inside guy. You know, that's how that all worked out. Yeah, it's good times, man. I'm excited about that now. I'm thinking about it as a campsite.
It's the Christmas music.
It's a Christmas song, yeah. We can hear it
Is there
echoing.
a
there.
construction worker somewhere nearby?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a little late for that, but I don't know what to tell you about that. But
I heard somebody screaming. I'm like, what's going on here?
well,
That's funny.
why don't we take a break, and
Okay.
we'll come back and see if there's anything else that we want to cover. And I want to say happy birthday to Sammy. And
Happy birthday again.
Thank
love you,
you.
baby. Welcome to 2-4, one of the favorite years that I had as a young man growing up. So we're
Don't
gonna
you
take
feel
a break.
old now?
A little bit.
2-4.
I know.
2-4.
Wow.
And I like the even year birthdays, though. Those are always my good years.
Why is that? Those are your good years, the even
Yeah,
years?
I don't like even numbers. I don't know why.
Okay.
Oh my god.
When we come back, we're going to ask more about that crap. Welcome back. My brother's reminding me of what a screw up I am. So, thanks a lot, Jim.
You have a song for that?
Bum, 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 bum.
I got a little scratchy. I must pick my nose.
You're making that face again.
Yeah, I know. Sorry.
Does this look just like that photo he took, doesn't it?
The constipated look.
Yeah, there it is. He's got it down.
Not my first time. Not my first time. Hey, we were talking to Sam about the pictures and stuff that we had of the cars and that. Sam, was there a specific car that you didn't know about or that you were surprised about? That you saw?
I know that the Chevelle.
Is that the first time you saw the picture of the actual Wrangler? Because that was my Jeep.
I think the Wrangler was the one I never really knew about. I knew you had a Jeep, but I didn't know that it was kind of like a
Yeah.
silvery white.
It's white, white with a gray top.
Yeah.
But that picture that was on the podcast that I uploaded after the fact, that was the actual car.
Okay.
So that was the real deal on that one.
Yeah, I didn't know you.
His S10 was real. That was the real S10.
That was the real S10.
My S10 was real.
Your black S10, that was, I think that might have been on there for a minute.
You know, he had my Starfire on there, but he never showed a picture of it finished, I don't think.
No, because I got the pictures of the black one after that. I was done already.
Yeah, I know.
I remember the truck because I don't know if you guys are talking. Are you going to talk about the rescue on one of your podcasts?
The rescue.
With the on Uncle Jimmy's van
Yeah.
on the highway
Yeah.
when I brought the trailer.
Oh, wow.
You remember that?
Yes.
So that's a good.
That
that's
was
a good
so
topic.
fun.
That's a good
Well,
topic.
for us more than you, but
You came up with him
yeah. It was kind of cool.
in the
to
blue truck, the blue bomber.
The blue bomber.
We got
Yeah.
fast food
With the trailer and I
picked
drove
you
her.
up. It was fun.
Yep, went over to Tracy's and got the trailer and came
It
out
was
and got
fun
him.
for you. It
Yeah, it was
wasn't
fun
fun
for
for me.
me.
I was broke down on the side of the highway. Yeah.
No, we got you. We got
We
you.
can
all
talk
picked
about
up.
that. So, I went camping. This is before Grant came with me,
Right.
and we were coming home on Sunday in the black van, me and 9 kids, at least,
Oh
usually.
yeah, you had a full van.
Full van, and we broke down. It quit running on the side of 23, and Sunday afternoon, I'm like, how am I going to get home? And I'm like, well, Tracy's dad has a car trailer,
Right.
car dolly trailer, and I'm like, so I could borrow that. I could, but I need a truck. And Grant's got a truck.
Yep. Yeah.
So I called Grant, hey, can you go over to Tracy's dad and pick up his trailer and come pick me up on the side of the highway? Okay.
No problem.
And came right out. I mean, it took a while, but then I called my stepdad, Dick, to come get the kids to take as many as he could because I knew we couldn't all fit in the truck.
Right.
Right.
So, yeah, he came first, got a bunch of little kids, and then I think I had Zach and his friends. They were the oldest. They were probably 12, 13 in that age because we needed people to help push the van on the trailer because couldn't drive it up. We still had to push it, and that's when I got the nice blue mark on the bumper that I never did get rid of.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
We scratched it on the...
Oh.
Because Zach was steering while, we were pushing, and
Yeah.
he hit the trailer. It wasn't a big deal.
No,
But that was a lot of fun.
that was fun. Well, I gotta say, I mean, that's either the only time or one of only 2 times that I think I've actually came to your rescue. But I know I probably still owe you 3 or 4 more because you come to my rescue so many times when I've had car issues or problems. You're like, just where are you, Grant? Just tell me
Yeah.
where you're at. I'm coming. You don't have to tell me everything that happened. I know you're stranded. Where are you? I'm
Yeah.
on my way.
Yeah.
So once you called me and I could return the favor, it was like, it's a no-brainer. I'm just coming. Sam, get your coat. Let's go.
Yeah.
And then we went out there and got you. So that worked out really well. Yeah.
I forgot, Sam, that you were with him. That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we were going on a rescue mission and she was all excited about it. Yeah.
That's cool.
Any other childhood memory, Sam, either from Christmas or something else growing up that is a real big positive thing that you experienced over here at our house?
Positives. All I can think about is the Mexican pickle stuff and pushing the car. That's all I-
Mexican pickle.
Yeah. We went out to Max and Irma's. And Dad was, I think he had some nachos or something like that, and they had jalapenos on there. And I was like 7 at the time, I want to say.
Uh-huh.
And I asked Dad, I'm like, oh, can I try, one of those? And Dad goes, sure, it's a Mexican pickle. You try it. And I tried it, and it was so spicy. And of course, at 7, you don't have a great palate or
Yeah.
anything, so,
I had milk standing by at the table, so we were
Mom was
okay
not
there.
happy. I just put it that way.
No?
Oh, no. Why would you do that to her?
Yeah, well,
And then the other stories, we were at Kroger, and I was a little bit older here, and Dad kept mentioning that we needed to get gas for the car, and I said, okay, and we were really close to the Kroger gas station over here. And laugh
dad's
it up,
laughing
just
already.
laugh it up. So Dad, I didn't see it at the time, but he took his knee and he turned the key so it would turn the ignition off of the car. And Dad's like, oh my gosh, we're going to have to get out and push the car to the gas station.
we were out of gas.
We're out of gas. And I said, okay, okay, Dad. So I get out of the car. And Dad's like, I need to steer, so I'm not going to push.
Yeah, you push. Little kid, get out and push.
So I'm getting out, and I push, and as soon as I get out of the car and I just start to push on the car, Dad just takes off
off.
towards the gas station. But of course, it's not that far away, but and I was like, what?
Wow, Dad.
For the people at Protective Services,
That's great.
we were in the parking
Yeah.
lot.
That's great.
It
It
was
was
close
not
by.
on the road. There was no cars. There was no danger.
How old
It
was
just,
she? 8?
Like 3.5 or something like
And the
that.
other story is when we were in New Jersey, Dad made me take some random picture with this gas station attendant.
Why?
I don't know. Dad just does random stuff.
All right. We had went to Pennsylvania, and we went to the Crayola factory, right?
Okay.
Where they make the crayons and stuff. So we went through there. That was also the trip that Tyler decided to steal a stuffed animal. I think it was Tyler, right? Yeah,
Really?
I think so. Yeah,
I remember that.
because he was in the stroller, wasn't he? Or was that Abby?
That was Abby.
Abby stole it. Yeah, we go through the Crayola store, and we come out. And then we turn the corner after we leave, and we look down in her stroller, and she's got this purple stuffed crayon doll. We're like,
That's how she got that?
where'd that come
I don't
from?
think we didn't
she
pay
just
for that.
she just grabbed it and threw it in the stroller, and we're like, okay, well,
That happens more often.
that
than
looks
you know.
like it's free. But anyways, we left there and we decided because we were so close to the Jersey border. Mm-hmm. I just had to go over a bridge. And we're in New Jersey. We've never been to New Jersey.
Okay.
And I said, hey, almost like a bucket list kind of a thing. Not that
Okay.
anybody gives a crap about going to New Jersey.
Right.
But we said, hey, let's just go to New Jersey. So we go over there, and we're driving around trying to find any kind of a site in New Jersey. Good luck with that. There's really not any major sites to go to that you
Right.
can go to. I was like, is there a mall, anything around here that says New
Right.
Jersey? The only thing that said anything was in a gas station. And we got in there. There was a guy that was pumping gas that worked there, and I said, "Do you live here in New Jersey?" He goes, "Yeah." I said, "Sam, get out of the car. Come here for a minute." So I made her stand next to this random guy, and he's just like,
It was so uncomfortable.
taking it. She gets in the car, and everybody's like, "What is going on?" And it's just Sam's got a picture taken with some strange random dude in a gas station in New Jersey. That was our
Oh,
landmark.
that's funny.
So yeah,
Dad's like, we'll use this picture in your wedding.
yep.
That's great.
Tell us who Julio is. Yeah.
Deb and I kind of did that when we went on our Boston trip. We went. We left Ohio, went to Pennsylvania, went through New York, went through Maryland, went through Connecticut, and stopped in Connecticut. So that was 4 states already in
Oh
the
my
first
God, yeah.
night.
Yeah.
And the next day we drove to Maine, and we went through. That was 5. There had to be a 6th. I can't remember what the 6th state was that we went through, but we went through 6, and we were driving up to Maine, and we still had, because we were going up to Salem.
Okay.
One day before Boston, we were going to spend the day in Salem, and then the next day we had to be in Boston for our hotel room. And driving up, I told Deb, I go, Salem's like 20 minutes from the border of New Hampshire. Why not make it 7 states? So we booked the hotel, the first exit in New Hampshire, just to go 7
Just so you
states
say you
in 2
could.
days. Yeah, so we went and stayed over there. Then we got up in the morning, left, and went down to Salem and spent the day down there. And then we drove to Boston that afternoon or night.
That's cool.
But yeah,
That's cool.
hey, it's just 20 minutes away. Got to hit
That's a lot
it.
of states. That's a lot of states.
I'll do it.
Sam, we've asked you this a couple different times before, but what is what was your favorite vacation spot that we took you to?
Oh, wow. That's a tough one.
Because you've hit some pretty nice spots. You were able to do some nice traveling
Mount Rushmore.
back in the day.
That was just fun because I got to go with Dad.
I know.
Yeah, that was a good time. That was a place that we'd never been.
No.
You know, and I've always wanted to go there, but how often are you going to, be out in the middle of the West and stop there? You know, so.
I really liked the cruise a lot, though. I thought that was,
Carnival cruise.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I liked visiting St. Martin because it was two different. They told us two different countries on each side. You had the Dutch side and the French side.
Yep. Yep.
So that was really cool. But I actually met a guy on the cruise. That was a friend of mine. I still talk to him.
Oh, wow.
Is that James?
I'm trying to remember what his name was.
I thought it was James.
No, James was one of the guys I thought was cute on the cruise.
Oh, pardon me.
Jeffrey was his name. It started with
Jeffrey.
J.
There you go.
And he lived in St. Martin.
Oh, wow.
And because there was a storm, we ended up going from, Aruba and...
We didn't go to Aruba.
Yeah, that was where it was supposed to go. Aruba and where else were we
Was it
supposed to go?
Curacao?
Curacao.
Yeah.
We didn't go to those, so we went to St. Martin instead, and I was talking about how cool it was to go, and he's, oh, I live here. I was like,
Yeah.
that's,
Like,
that
yeah,
kinda
I'm
sucks.
home now. I'm going to go get some.
So he
So
was
he
on
goes
the
stop
cruise, and they ended up going home.
Yeah.
I'm going to go make my bed
To
now.
avoid the
He was not
hurricane.
very happy.
That's great.
No,
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Yeah, but I really liked the cruise a lot, and I really liked Myrtle Beach a lot. That was really cool for me.
Yeah.
Oh, when we were real young into the Myrtle Beach thing?
I liked Myrtle Beach. I liked the Magi Quest.
Oh, sure.
Which was really, it's a building, and inside of it, you can customize a wand, kind of similar to the Harry Potter experience.
Okay.
And then you have to build up your skills and solve these riddles and
Well,
eventually defeat the dragon.
What was really kind of cool about that is that when we were in Myrtle Beach, they had this outside mall area, right?
Right.
And it had a lot of areas outside that you'd walk around to with these little tiny shops that were all kind of connected. Not the one on the boardwalk thing that we did. It's a different place.
Okay.
And but as you're walking up and down there, the big Magi Quest building was right there. And as you're walking out and around there, and you could walk, I don't know, Sam, 10 buildings away, and there's something in the corner that you could whip your wand at, and it would come alive.
Oh, yeah, outside of Harry Potter.
So it was all kinds of like quests outside, plus inside the building. And then we went to Traverse City, right, Michigan, and went up there with the
Great Wolf Lodge.
Great
yeah.
Wolf Lodge, and they had the Big Bear Dunes or whatever, right?
Yep.
But anyways, in the Wolf Lodge there, the Great Wolf Lodge, they had a big Magi Quest thing set up. So the kids in the hotel, when you're waterlogged after you're done with all the water stuff, then they got another wand, and they're able to go around and do a bunch of quests that were in there too. So that was kind of fun. And then the one in Myrtle Beach, they shut it down.
Oh, wow.
It's not there anymore. So it's gone.
Dang.
Yeah, that was kind of a bummer because that was a lot of fun. You kids had a lot of fun with those.
And I like Disney too. That was a cool vacation. I liked all the vacations. I really can't talk anything negative about any of them. They were all different experiences and just fun to be with family.
Well, we had Phoenix, Arizona. Went and saw Uncle Joe. And we saw Aunt Don and Uncle Tom when Uncle Tom was still here.
Yep.
Got to see them. That was a good time.
That was.
And went to Sedona, Arizona with the Red Rock. That was really kind of cool.
Very warm.
What's another one we did? We just saw the picture up there a few minutes ago of going to the Smoky Mountains.
Tennessee.
So, yeah, we stayed in that 3-tier wooden cabin. A real big cabin there that had 3 different levels, remember?
Yep.
And it had all kinds of it had an arcade game in it, I think, and it had a billiards table and big TVs, and everything's made out of wood. It's like a log cabin deal. And big fireplaces and stuff, and 3 different levels. And they had was it a dual queen bed that was a bunk bed? But it was a queen bed. Remember the one Tyler slept on?
I thought it was almost like a loft.
Well,
You
there was a
climbed
loft, too.
yeah.
There was a loft that was up there, too, that he wanted to sleep up, and he did that. But they had a bunk bed there, and I've never seen one. It's not a twin bed. It was a queen bed, bunk bed.
I think that's where Abby and I slept.
Yeah,
right?
and it was huge. And I was just like, wow, that's amazing. But that was that one. I'm trying to think of another trip that we took. Obviously, we did the Disney. We did the cruise, which was great. God, I'm drawing a blank.
Let's see, Tennessee, cruise, Disney,
What else?
Arizona, Myrtle Beach.
Myrtle Beach was fun, too.
We went to Traverse City.
What was the deal in the second Myrtle Beach when I went with the whole family? Weren't you working or something? For
Yeah.
school or something? Okay, yeah.
I think
that's right.
I had work and I couldn't take that time
That's
off.
right.
Or school or something going on. I think I was in school at the time too.
Got it.
Something
Yeah.
like that.
But the second time we went to Myrtle Beach, that was a good time. We got to hang out with Jimmy and Cindy, my brother and sister, and Uncle Mark and Aunt Deb, and a bunch of the cousins and stuff, and saw our other cousins from the Alexander side, which was cool. Mom and Dad went with, of course, and they were there
invited
too.
us. The Alexanders invited us.
Yeah, was right. And they actually invited us again to 2024, by the way.
Oh, yeah?
Yep. So maybe that'd be something that we can all work on. And then, yeah. So that was that. But yeah, all the vacations were different. They were all had their challenges. The Disney one was a lot of money, right? But that's Disney. But it was worth every dollar. Mm-hmm. I mean, the service that they gave us and the rides. And I mean, we stayed at, what hotel did we stay at? Do you remember, Sam?
At Disney?
Yeah.
The Radiator Springs,
From
the
Cars.
cones, yeah, from Cars.
Yeah, life-size versions of the cars, and it's on that, like, when you go to a kid's playground, and they've got that spongy kind of a rubbery road that you can walk on. They had all the Lightning McQueen and Doc and Mater and every one of those vehicles in a full-size 1-to-1 scale. And then you could walk up to them and you could sit on their hoods and take pictures, and and they had everybody
cool.
there, and it was really neat, and the kids loved it.
Yeah.
And so yeah, that was a great time there.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
A lot of walking. A lot of fun, though.
A lot of walking. That's true.
I think we're all pretty good when it comes to vacations, just wanting to do stuff all the time.
Well, it was always a good time to have the family time and to go, and some of them we drove to, and then quite a few we flew to. Do you remember the story of your little sister? We got in the airplane and we're going to go to Disney, right? So we flew to Disney. You know where I'm going with this?
I think.
And we're sitting there, and I got 6 seats, 3 on one side of the aisle, 3 on the other side, and you got all of us are in there together, and Abby leans over and goes, "Hey," I'm like, "Yeah," and she goes, "I can't wait when we get back to Earth. I'm going to tell Nana how amazing this whole thing was." When we get back to Earth, I'm like, "Hey, this is an airplane. This ain't no rocket ship, baby." But yeah, that's what she thought. She just thought, and of course, I didn't have the heart to say anything to her. I just let her think it was a rocket ship. But you let the kids think that stuff. It's fun.
Do you remember when you were carrying Abby and we were on the, I think it was the bus, the air-conditioned bus was the best ride.
Oh, after the full day?
Yeah.
Yeah, the buses
so
take you back to the hotel.
Dad's
Right.
just holding Abby and he's sweating, and Abby's sweating, and 'cause she's really tired. And then the next day we went to Disney again, and you have to check in and check your bags in and everything. And Dad still had glitter, I guess, on his face. And the security guard at the time was like, "Hey, glitter boy," and making fun of Dad.
Was he?
Yeah, the expansion on that one, okay, was, but we went to one of the parks, whatever park it was, and might have been Epcot. But anyways,
Yeah.
we're walking around. Of course, you do the same thing that you always do. You spend the entire day there. You watch the fireworks, and then you get in the buses and go back, and it's a long day.
Yep.
Abby wanted to wear one of her multiple princess dresses that she had, so full of glitter. Right. So after a couple hours, she's tired. So I'm picking her up and I'm walking around with her, and for the first couple hours, she's like, up and looking around as I'm holding on to her. Well, I'm just getting coated in 98-degree heat with me sweating, and everything
Right.
that's glitter is coming off this dress is coming all over me, right?
Right.
So when we were getting ready to leave, we saw the fireworks and Abby's passed out on my chest. Now, I've been carrying her for a minimum of 2 hours. And she's been sleeping the whole time, right?
Yeah.
So I'm carrying her and I got her like this. I'll never forget like this, right? And I've got glitter up and down my arms, right? And as you're leaving, you have to go back through security to get out of the park. So I went through security, and the security guard saw me, and he goes, "Oh my God, you're just coated, buddy, in glitter." I was like, "Yep." I had it on my neck and on the side of my face from Abby leaning on me. We get in the bus, and we get all the way back to the hotel, and we walk up to the hotel, and we get in the room, and I looked at Deb, and I go, "You have to pull my arm. I can't put her down. I'm like locked in this position. I cannot move," right? So she grabs my arm, she peels it back slowly, right? And I've got this stain of sweat on my shirt that matches Abby's body, right? Completely like a cutout. So the next day we get up. And I didn't have any glitter in my face the next day. The next day we get up, we shower, do all that kind of stuff. Okay, let's go again. We went to a different park. The same security guy that saw me the night before. We were coming in, and he saw us, and he looked at me and goes, "Hey,
Glitter boy.
You're Glitter Boy."
I thought you had it on your face or something still.
No, he remembered me from the night, and I was coated.
That's funny.
I was coated with some glitter on that case, but it was
That's great.
But yeah, Glitter Boy. Sam remembers all the good things that make me look wonderful. Thank you, Sam, for remembering that.
That's her job.
I think
As
that
her
was a bad
daughter, that
story.
is as your daughter. That's her job.
That's okay. Didn't Tyler want to? Sam, do you remember when you guys were in the Smoky Mountains? And Tyler goes, "Hey, we're going to stand outside, and I'm going to pee off the balcony on this 3rd level."
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
He
He
did?
decided to go outside. Yeah, he'll tell the story, and he's proud of it. And he
Oh
peed
my
right off
God.
the balcony because he wanted to pee 3 stories up in the air.
Okay.
He enjoys doing that in front of other
What
people.
happened? I'm waiting for the punchline. It like went in the window of the downstairs.
No, he just peed. But I will tell you that it's so funny
Okay.
because I made a big deal about, hey, we're going to be in the Smoky Mountains. And, there's all these gun laws about you can't take handguns over state lines, right? And I'm like, okay, but I was just a little worried. I said, we're going to be in the actual big, in the heart of these mountains and stuff. And I said, maybe I should bring my 12 gauge with me in case. There's bears and all kinds of stuff out there. So I have this heart-to-heart talk with Uncle George, and thank you, Uncle George, if you happen to listen to this. But he said, don't do that. Don't take that. You got the kids. Just don't do it. It's just not worth it, Of course, I wouldn't have had the shotgun loaded in the room or anything like that, but I get what he's saying. I was like, okay, never mind, I won't do it. It was not illegal. It's illegal to take a handgun over the state lines there, but not a shotgun, because I even called.
Okay.
So I knew I was in the clear. So anyways, he's like, what's the odds you're going to see a bear? I know it's higher because you're there,
Right.
but, right. Well, they have all the garbage cans, like they have a latching system. There's a lid, right? There's a lid, comes down and it latches.
Okay.
Well, our latch was broken on our garbage.
Of course.
So literally, I'm sitting there laying in bed, and you can hear this banging around and stuff like that. And I thought, oh my God. So I get up, and I just lean over in the bed. I'm still laying in the bed, and I can pull the drapes back. I pull the drapes back, and the distance from me to almost a little past you is this big black bear, and he turns around and looks right at me. And the only thing separating the two of us is a pane of glass. And I'm like, oh, shit. So then I'm sitting there, and of course, I let the drapes go back, and I get up. And I tell Deb about it. And she goes, and I just, I'm looking out the front door. I didn't open. I'm just kind of peeking out. And, he's over there, doing some stuff. And getting in the garbage. And Deb goes, do you think it'd be okay if I walked out there and took a picture? I said, yeah, let me yell "snossages" real loud. "Snossages." So he could come over and bite your ass. But no, I just opened up the door, just made a big noise, and then slammed the door shut, and he took off.
Okay.
And he took off so fast, right? I ran from the front door. This is where I was at. And I ran to the back door, or the balcony. And I look down, and there's a small patch of grass in the backyard, and then it hits into the woods for the mountains, and it's just all forest. Remember that? It's all trees. And all I could see is I could just see this little piece of like tree moving, and then another part, and then another part, another part. I could literally follow from the air, watching his trail as he went back up into the mountains. I was like, holy crap, that's a big bear to make all that move like that. But yeah, that was my bear story.
Nice.
So I got to see him close up, and he was not happy to see me any more than I was happy to see him, which I thought was kind of funny.
That's
so
great.
That worked out pretty good. But yeah, that was a good story.
That's good.
Sam, anything else that you can think of from travels? Any Cedar Point stories that we took you, or Or with you and Abby? You guys just went just recently with Abby and Will.
Oh, yeah, that was fun.
You went to Cedar Point with and took your little sister. That was nice of you, by the way.
Oh yeah, we had a really good time. I don't know. I guess I remember after you had your vasectomy, which we had no idea that Dad had that when we went.
My
to Cedar
back was
Point.
hurting. Yes, my
Dad
back.
said his back was hurting, and it was like, but he was placing a ice pack of peas, like in his crotch area. I'm like, how does that? I don't. I guess as a kid I never correlated that. I was like, if your back's hurting,
Why would you? Why would you as a kid?
No,
So
I remember that. Like, and I'm wanting to ride roller coasters with Dad, and he's like, I can't. My back just
Oh,
hurts.
I can't. It's so painful. Yeah.
Poor guy, man.
Okay, here
had
we
no
go.
idea about
Another
that.
story. Here we go. I had the vasectomy on a Friday, thinking, okay, I'll be off on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, back to work Monday. So get it done Friday morning-ish. Everything goes really smooth. Come back to the house, kind of relaxing. That evening, one of the Alexanders had some sort of a wedding reception. Somebody in the family. So I end up deciding to go to the wedding reception. So I go there, and I remember Sarah's there, and Deb's there, and Mom and Dad were there. I don't think you were there. And so then I go out on the dance floor, and I dance a couple slow dances with Deb. So I don't push it too hard, right? So then we go to bed. The next morning, we have reservations for Great Wolf Lodge in Sandusky. So we drive out there, and Sarah went with us, right?
Okay.
So she went with us, and Abby was real little, and all the kids and everybody's, and that's the reason why we had Sarah go, was to be a distraction, so everybody didn't want Dad to do stuff and get Sarah, right?
Right.
And so they all do these slides and stuff and hanging around, and she's taking care of Abby and helping us all out, and I'm just like miserable. Because the night before I didn't get a whole lot of sleep. I had no business being on the dance floor. I should have kept my butt at home. I should have never left the house Friday night.
Right.
Okay. So we spend all day at Great Wolf Lodge. I'm trying to walk very little, but it's getting worse and worse and worse. And then since we're in Sandusky, this was already pre-planned. This wasn't organic. This was already pre-planned. The next day we had tickets for Cedar Point. We spent the day in Cedar Point walking all day long. And by the end of the afternoon, I'm like, just kill me. Just shoot me. I want to die. It was ridiculous. And then I went back to work the next day on that Monday anyways, because I needed to. And so I went back to work and that, but it was like, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
Just
Kinda. I think they tell you not to do that.
They tell you to go home and don't do anything.
Don't do anything.
And they always say if it's a good surgeon or a good surgery and it's successful, they're going to say, you're going to feel good. You're going to feel like you can go do stuff. Because that's how I felt Friday
But
night.
don't.
And that's what they say. They go, but don't go cut the grass. Don't do nothing. Just if it's sports weekend, great. Turn on the TV.
Good job listening.
Oh, I didn't listen even a little bit. That just sucked.
Did you plan the operation first or the excursions first?
The excursions were already planned, and then when I had the surgery and all that done, we knew that we were going to be going because I said, well, I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to sit. So I'll be okay.
Just gonna sit.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you sit at Cedar Point, right?
No. Cedar Point's miserable because all you do is walk
Yeah.
and stand all day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cedar Point's not even honestly worth the money anymore because you need a fast pass or else you're standing in line for 2 hours all the time. That's just how it is now.
Depends on when you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta go when everybody's at home.
I remember typically when we leave anywhere, and it's the family, I'll say 95% of the time I drive. Okay? And that's okay. I don't mind. And I don't think Deb minds, really. I think she's okay with it. We left Cedar Point. When you leave Cedar Point, you get to the very end of their driveway that goes all the way out, right?
Yes.
At the end of that street, there's that one hotel right there that's got the indoor bowling, right? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking
Okay. So we get out there, and that's just at the very end of their long driveway, right? Their 2 mile long driveway, or whatever it is. So I remember we get to the end of the driveway, we pull into the parking lot, and I park the car, and Deb just gives me a look, and I went, you got to drive. I can't even focus. I can't. Everything was so bad. So I remember I got out of the car, and we switched spots, and I'm sweating. And that was from the vasectomy thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just remember going, I can't even drive home. I couldn't even focus. I was in such miserable shape. It was horrible.
I'll bet. I'll bet it was.
Horrible, horrible, horrible. God, thanks, Sam, for bringing that up.
You should talk about
God.
about my wisdom tooth extraction story.
Oh, we can do that. We can do that.
Should have recorded it.
Oh my God, it's so funny. Spoons are silly. Is that what you said?
Spoons are funny.
Yeah, spoons are funny. All right, so Sam goes over and has, how many teeth did you have done? Was it 2?
2, yeah.
It was 2, okay. So they put her out, extract the teeth. I talked to Sherry, Sam's mom, and said, I'll go pick her up and we'll take care of everything. And I said, I'm going to bring her back to our house. So she came back here so she could just sleep, and I was off. So I said, I'll just watch her and just let her be, And Sam felt comfortable with that. She said, okay, let's do that. So I drop her off there. I stay. I wait. Hour or whatever goes by. They come out. They go, she's all ready. Go ahead and pull your car around. So I pull the car around, and they wheel her out in a wheelchair all the way up to the car. She gets to the car, and she just kind of looks up and goes like this. I said, oh, this is going to be good. So I get out. I help her get out of the wheelchair and get her in the car. And the whole time, all she's doing is giggling. Just doing the giggle. What I call the Sam
That's
giggle.
the missing quality for sure.
Yeah, right there. That giggle you just heard.
Yes.
That's what it is. So that's what she's doing. So she gets in the car, and she's just going, oh, Dad. Oh, thank you, Dad, for picking me up. This is so nice. And I said, yeah, this is good, And then she just kind of looks over. She goes, spoons are funny. And I'm like, I don't know where she got that from. I don't know what brought that up. But she must have said it like 4 or 5 times. And then she started like tearing up, almost crying a little bit. And she's like, Dad, I love you. Thank you so much for helping me. She was so
That's great.
So then when we're on the drive home, we're on the drive back, and I said, I have to call your mom because I promised her that I would call and tell her how you're doing. So I get her on the phone, and she's like, Mom. She's like, yeah, how you feeling? She goes, I said, tell her about the spoons. And she goes, Mom, spoons are silly, or spoons are funny. And Sherry goes, oh, you're not feeling any pain, are you? And Sam was just laughing.
I don't even remember, how I got into the car. I remember
I helped you in.
waking up, in the wheelchair, and then I was just so out of it.
Yeah.
But I remember getting, once we were in the car talking to you.
Yeah, you were fine. And we got you home, and you passed out for quite a few many hours, which is what you needed, to sleep it off.
Yeah.
And you did fine, but it was just so funny about the spoons. Spoons are funny. Yeah,
I called Zach after I had my wisdom teeth pulled. Deb picked me up.
You did.
Oh, God.
No, well,
I'm
it was
frozen
kind of
again.
funny because I had mine taken out and Jared had his taken out the same day.
Oh, wow.
Well, maybe it wasn't his wisdom teeth. It was, but it was another tooth. He had a tooth extraction too. But so Deb took me. I had mine taken out, and she drove me home. Then Jared's girlfriend Lindsay, Lindsay, so she babysat me while Deb took Jared over to get his tooth pulled.
Oh,
but
my God.
we get in the car, same thing, and I'm just giggling and laughing. I'm fine. I could drive if you want me to. No, you don't need to drive. We get, and she's like driving through the drive-through to get the prescriptions, and I took the radio, and I dial Zach. I go, I'm gonna call Zach, and she goes, no, don't call Zach. And she didn't know I was dialing. And then you hear the phone ringing. And Zach's like, hello? Hey, Zach, I just got my wisdom teeth pulled. Mom's getting my medicine right now. Some more drugs for me.
He's like, that's good, Dad.
He's like, okay, Dad, that's good.
That's good. Are you driving? Please tell me you're not driving, Dad.
So Mom's getting my medicine right now. I'm going to go home and sleep.
That's funny.
That's funny. Sam, there was another time when I actually had my wisdom teeth done, right? And you're frozen again. Look at you.
I just clicked
How
it.
do you do that?
Is
How
she
do you not
frozen?
move your lips?
Yes.
I just
Oh,
clicked
my
it.
God.
I've been frozen this whole
You're a
time.
frozen girl. Anyway, so I got him, and I was still married to your mom. And she took me, picked me up, and she brought me back to your grandpa's house, to Richard's house, Schlagheck.
Okay.
And we get there, and I'm wearing this white T-shirt and stuff. Then I went in there, and I felt okay.
Oh, I remember this now.
Oh, you remember this story?
Yeah, now I do.
So I felt okay, and I remember it was warmer outside because we were outside walking around, and he was doing something in the garage or maybe in the yard or something like that. And I go walking up to him, and I go, "Hey, Dad, how you doing?" Yeah. And he looks at me and goes, "Jesus Christ, are you okay?" And I said, yeah, what do you mean? He goes, dude, you were drooling blood down on your shirt. You look like a homicide scene. It was all red down here. I'm going, it's coming down the side of my face. Of course, when you're all drugged up,
Yeah.
you can't feel it.
No.
I couldn't tell you that if it was wet or dry or wet,
Yeah.
but it was just coming, my gauze was all full, and it was pretty funny how it was just, you look like you've been murdered, dude. You okay? Because you look like a homicide scene. I'll never forget that when he said
That's
that. That was
funny.
pretty funny. That was pretty funny. I like that. That was good.
That's crazy.
Good old grandpa.
Yeah, he's a good guy. Good guy.
Yeah, he was.
Miss him. He was a good guy.
Me too.
You know.
Cool dude.
Yeah.
Oh, we've been doing this for quite a while there.
Yeah. We got another 30 minutes, 35 minutes in. So why don't we call this one done so that way Sammy can go home because it's about midnight.
Yeah, she's got to drag Will out of
She's
that
got to
chair.
drag Will, who is still asleep, I might add. Oh, you got it.
There he is.
See, I can wake him up. I'm gonna
Oh,
try
look
to.
at that. Look at that.
He's got his head tilted back.
Does that camera zoom? See if you can zoom
Yeah.
that at the top.
Oh, is this mine?
If you even touch
this is
him
yours.
to try to wake him up,
think
he'll
it'll
freak
zoom.
out. I don't
It'll
know why he
zoom.
does that.
Oh, it's got to zoom. Come on, please.
It's not
Gotta
zooming.
Oh, that sucks.
That's too bad.
That's
Wonder
too
if
bad.
can your phone zoom in on him?
I don't think I can get him from here, but we can try. You want to try real quick? Let's see if we can find him. Let's see if we can get him.
I'll
in here.
barely touch him, and then he'll panic.
Be like, what is going on?
His mouth is wide open, by the way.
Dun, 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 dun.
Here we go.
Dun, 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 dun.
Da-da-da.
Get him.
Oh, this is quality podcasting stuff right here. Come on, zoom in. Come on, get that focus. Oh, there's his mouth wide open. Go up, Greg. Come on. This is gold. Will. Hey, Will. Will.
He's tired.
Time to get up, Will.
Wheel.
Hey.
On that note,
Say goodnight, Will.
we're going to say goodnight to Will. Good night, Will. Thanks
Good night,
again,
Will.
Sammy.
Thank you, Sam.
Thanks for having me, guys. Appreciate
It
Absolutely.
was great to have you, baby. Happy birthday.
Thank you,
you.
Grant.
And as always, pardon me,
Pardon me, brother.
brother. Love you guys.
Take care.
Till next time.
it. Peace out.
Peace out.